remember Marvin Lewis is no longer the coach.
Marvin Lewis,
listen,
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it's a lock. I'm just saying that I think that Derek Carr will play well in the playoffs. I think that the Raiders have a better line. I think they have a better D line than the O line they're going to go up against. I think the Bengals have a great D line too, but I think the Raider O line is a little bit better than the. I think the pressure that Burrow will be under will be a lot. That's what I think.
Do you really?
I do. He's a rookie, not rookie, second-year quarterback. He's young, and I think he's going to be flushed. I mean, you saw Joe Burrow all year. You had him on your team. He has games where he's amazing, and he has games where he's just not.
Right.
I'm banking on just not.
Just look at you.
And I like Cincinnati. I hate the Raiders as a team, and I like Cincinnati as a team.
You're a hater.
I've always hated the Raiders.
I'll tell you,
Cowboys and Raiders. I hate them both, and Dolphins and Patriots.
I say Patriots get blown out Saturday night.
It's going to be 0 degrees.
Blown out.
Will Mac Jones throw more than 2 passes this time in the cold and wind? It's going to be 15-degree winds and 0 degrees.
It's going to be him running all the time because the ball's going to be frozen to his fingers. He's not going to be able to get rid of it.
Last time he threw the ball, 3 passes in that whole game?
He was 2 for 3, 66%.
2 for 3, so he had a great percentage for him, which was great. But they won the game. Now, the thing about Josh Allen, you watch him a lot. And I listen, I'd like to take the Bills too, and I probably will. Mm-hmm. I've never seen a really great quarterback more inaccurate than this guy. When he's on, nobody can beat them because he can put the ball anywhere. He's got a cannon. And
by the way, fantasy-wise, he was the number 1 quarterback this year.
He was. But you watch him play the games and the amount of passes he misses that are of open receivers. I'm not even talking about 70-yard passes. I'm talking about 15, 20-yard outs. I mean, against the Jets, he had one series before the one where they came down and scored the touchdown, where he threw 3 passes that missed the receiver by 20 yards each because you can't be on the wrong page 3 plays in a row, but he was. And I was like, wow. Because I like Josh Allen. He runs like a deer. He's big and strong.
Right.
A guy that was only recruited by one college in Division I, Wyoming. Throwing through the wind there in November. If you think it's hard in Buffalo, can only imagine what the winds are whistling like in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the cold is going to throw him off. But, man, sometimes you watch him and you're like, this guy can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. And then sometimes he looks great. I don't know, man. I'd like to pick the Bills because I hate the Patriots that much.
Yep.
The 4 scares me. If it was 3, I'd love it.
No.
2.5, 3, I'd love it. 4,
Buffalo by 2 touchdowns.
I can see this be a field goal.
Buffalo by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, I think it's 17-14.
I don't think it's 17-14. I think
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try to. I'll probably bet it like it's 20-14 because I can't root for the Patriots, so I can't bet them. I really can't root for the Raiders, and I will bet them because I really feel that confident about it. I don't know why. And I think the Buccaneers blow out the Eagles.
Okay.
I just do. I know
what's the spread? I'm looking here, and I don't.
8.5. 8.5 last I saw. Maybe it's up to 9 by now, but it's under 10.
And you would pick Tampa Bay under 10?
I would pick Brady to beat Jalen Hurts. I know I sound crazy.
Well, yeah, definitely to beat him.
I think that they're just better, and the Bucs do a great job of stopping the run, and that's what Philly does.
I got to tell you, I'm giving you a hard time, but I agree that's going to be another blowout. I don't think the Buffalo New England game is going to be good, or the Philly Tampa Bay game is going to be good.
Do you think Kansas City Pittsburgh will be good?
Kansas City Pittsburgh, that will be good. That's going to be Sunday night. Kansas City against Pittsburgh. No,
it's not 12.5, and it's high.
I don't think it's going to be that good, to be honest with you. I don't see Big Ben really performing in this game.
It's probably going to be cold in Kansas City. I don't know the weather. I know Buffalo's. I'm not sure about Kansas City's.
Right.
But it's going to be cold. It's going to be a night game in Missouri. So right. It's not right on the border of Kansas. Just there's nothing to stop the wind from whistling through. It's hard for me to imagine Ben, who's been checking down for the last 3 weeks and winning with it.
Right.
Being effective. The only way that Pittsburgh wins this game is if TJ Watt goes off.
Right.
If they can't block him and he can get to Mahomes a lot, that's the only way. Otherwise, Kansas City is just a little too talented.
But and here's it. Pittsburgh's got nothing to lose. Nobody expects them to be there. Nobody expects them to win. So they're playing with house money right now.
And Juju was just activated today. So Juju might play this week.
Right.
Gives him another weapon. Gives him another weapon.
We'll see what happens.
I think that 12.5 is a big spread. I don't know if I would bet that one.
I would bet Pittsburgh on that. I would get the points.
I think I take the points too. I think it's a 7 to 10 point game. I think the Chiefs win it, but I think it's closer than the experts think. And then the Rams and the Cardinals.
We didn't talk about Dallas and San Francisco.
We'll close with that. That's the best game of the weekend, isn't it?
Okay, screw you. Okay, go ahead.
The Rams and the Cardinals. Who do you like?
Matt Stafford's wife begged everybody not to sell tickets to the Cardinal fans. So
I was going to say she's hot because she is, but that's beside the point.
She is. But I got to tell you, I think I like Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, the spread again here is 4 also.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Is D-Hop back?
Mm-hmm.
If Hopkins is able to play and play well, Arizona's a different team.
Agreed.
Stafford's 0-3 in the playoffs in his career.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Rams. I think that the Rams are built to be the best team in the whole
tournament.
The whole tournament. I think the Rams. I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but because I don't know if they can go into Green Bay and win that game. But they're really talented, man. They have. I mean, you just add Von Miller and you don't even talk about him.
Right?
It's like it's Von Miller. I know he's older, but he still gets to the quarterback. And you have Jalen Ramsey, who's probably the best cover cornerback in the league. You have Aaron Donald, who causes havoc when he feels like it. You have Little on the outside, Floyd, I should say, on the outside that can get to the quarterback very easily as well.
To be fair, some people call him Little Floyd. But
Floyd Little, but it's not Floyd Little either. And they also have, they have great receivers. Odell is actually fit in nicely on that team.
Well, they've needed him, and
he's played well. He catches the ball when they throw it to him for the most part.
Yeah,
they got the kid Higbee limps off the field, comes back, catches 2 touchdowns. They didn't win, but still, there's a lot to like about the Rams. Arizona's looked a little weak after starting off as the last undefeated team. They've kind of fallen off. I think that the Rams are the hottest team in their home, so I would take them.
But would you take the points?
I would. No, I'm going to lay it. I think they'll win by a touchdown.
Gotcha. Wow, look at you. And now we go to your favorite game of the weekend.
Well, it's like the Heritage game. It's like Dallas, San Francisco. It reminds us of when we were younger. They would play every year.
which is ironic. I think it's just the 40th anniversary of the Montana to Dwight Clark.
The catch.
Yeah.
Everson Walls just looking up. There you go.
But, I hate to say it. Dallas is down.
I like the 49ers.
Dallas is going to win.
I think San Fran wins the game outright.
Really?
I do. I think that San Francisco is just a little hotter and more consistent. Dallas showed that they could beat bad teams really well.
Right.
They didn't show much against good teams this year. They just didn't. They played great against Tampa opening night and they lost. That was their best game they played against a good team all year.
I just don't trust Garoppolo in a big instance on the road. I'm not a big Dallas fan. I don't think Dallas makes it past, once they win this weekend. I don't think they go any further.
Well, you don't think they could beat Tampa in Tampa?
I'm a little bit skeptical of that.
Yeah, so. I am too. I mean, listen, we're all looking at the fact that it's probably Tampa Bay, Green Bay. Right.
Oh, no doubt about it.
But the interesting thing is this. If it happens the way I said it's going to happen, and, the odds of that happening is slim to none, as everyone listening knows.
Right.
And that would mean San Francisco heads to Green Bay and the Rams go to Tampa, which is a fun game again.
That's a fun game.
Because Tampa's weakness is pass D.
Right.
And the Rams do that very well.
Yep.
Dak Barrett is back though, and I'm sure Pierre-Paul will be running on the other side, and it'll be a little bit of havoc. But Kupp running free against that shell defense that Tampa plays, and Odell and Jefferson, and Higbee and all these guys. They have a lot of weapons.
They got
that would be a really fun game. And the way you beat Brady is pressure up the middle. And who's the best defensive player on the Rams? Aaron Donald. And what does he do? gets pressure up the middle. Tampa has a great O-line, though. It's going to be an awesome matchup to watch that. I hope it happens the way I'm picking it, because I want to see the Rams and Tampa play that game. I think that would be really cool. I want to see Kansas City and Buffalo play, because I think that that's a good game.
Right.
I want to see Green Bay, San Francisco, because I think that that's a heritage matchup too.
Okay.
Not that San Francisco's as good as Green Bay. They're not. But they've been playing with house money all year.
Right.
And then the other matchup would be Tennessee. And who did I pick? I picked Oakland to play them, which would not be a good matchup. I think Tennessee would beat them, but I think that there'd be a better matchup with Cincinnati. And I hope Cincinnati wins. I just think that the Raiders will at least cover if they don't win. Just okay. And you know what'll happen? They'll lose 31-7.
Yeah. But, that 14-point win or whatever is going to go down the toilet. I could see all the money going down the toilet.
Well, you bet very well last week by picking the wrong team, so I was proud of you. It
was a mistake.
So everybody's gonna follow your bets instead of mine.
I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
It's called being a genius,
dude. I've got little sausages for fingers.
Listen, my fingers are fat too. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Fat guys have fat fingers. It's just the way it works. Get used to it.
Anyway, if you have any questions, you want to chime in, go to our Facebook page, Fantasy Fat Guys. I got a few people who, liked some comments and stuff like that, which we appreciate. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're going to try to do more of that. We'd like to get more interaction from you guys. And understand, this is not a show that's just about fantasy football. Right. We're going to continue. We're going to be talking about exciting things like baseball, if it's going to happen or not.
Actually, today I saw that the owners are starting
next week, right?
They actually met today.
Oh, today. I thought it was next week. Good.
No. They met today. And as you would imagine, they're far off on just about everything.
That's
and
correct.
now they're starting to come to the conclusion that there's a pretty good chance spring training is getting pushed back at the bare minimum.
And here we are.
That's what happens.
But also in the first week of February, we'll be talking about the two-man luge.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about, all the great Winter Olympic sports. The ski jumping, which I enjoy,
right? Because it's something that you can't do.
Oh, I'd die. I'd be that guy in the agony of defeat in the old Wide World of Sports commercials. I would just fall. I wouldn't make it down three inches before I fell.
Yeah,
but the Winter Olympics is coming, so we'll cover all the major sports.
Oh, we may have to go live during some curling events.
You know what? I get addicted to the damn curling. I'll admit it. I don't know why. It becomes quite interesting. I have no idea why. It's shuffleboard on ice with a bunch of guys with brooms, and yet somehow there I am. Like, holy shit. My God. He just great.
My God. Look at did you see how hard she swept? They swept unbelievably. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess maybe because there's really not a lot going on. I'll tune into the Olympics and stuff, but
I will. I'm an Olympics guy. I actually always am a junkie for it. I am
a winter Olympics guy. I love the bobsled. The bobsled's always been my favorite.
Bobsled's amazing. Skiing, the downhill skiing, the slalom, all that stuff is cool. Speed skating, the short track stuff where they look like they're going to cut each other with their blades. It's great stuff.
Yeah, but then of course all they do is sit there and they keep you on figure skating every night.
Well, because that's what the audience wants.
Oh, my God. Unless it's the guys from Blades of Glory skating, I don't want to see it.
I don't know. I don't think that they had anything on the Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan drama.
Anyway, so that's what's going on. You can get us.
How long before, by the way, they have two men skating in the pairs? How long before we have the transgender figure skaters? It can't be more than one more Olympics, can it?
Non-binary skating.
It's going to be it's going to happen.
There they go.
If we have offended any of our listeners happen to be transgender, I apologize. But I'm just waiting for that to be the next Olympic sport.
How do you announce that? Okay, there goes that person. And
No, you got to use pronouns. Don't mess it up.
What are you going to use?
You got to use the pronoun that they asked for. That's the rules.
So now you got to go through this whole interview process prior to everybody skating. Would you mind if I called you a he? Can I call you a she? Can I call a him or a her? What can I call you?
I do enjoy when one person is referred to as a they,
right,
or them, because I don't know how you become plural all of a sudden, but it works. But anyway,
I just want one person to
for
say,
another day.
I just want one person to say, "You can call me Al."
My dad says it every day.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
And there it is.
Big. Does Al DePrima listen at all?
Nah. You kidding? He's got better sense and taste than this crap.
That's right.